Hello everyone. Okay, I hope I am live. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to another session for our Entrepreneur Health series. Let me know if you all have been enjoying the series so far. And tonight we are speaking with Nariscia Phillips, who is a health coach and a local one at that. And she is going to be chatting with us about the same topic, which is eating healthy as an entrepreneur. All right, so we are continuing this health series. So far, I've spoken with two persons before, which is Sarah Hagstrom and Angela Blair, and both of them have given so much valuable information regarding, what we should be eating, the foods that help us boost ourselves as women, what it is we need to be consuming to make sure that we have the ultimate strength and productivity to ensure that we can take care of our families, handle our day jobs, cook our meals, do everything that women have to do, and that requires strength. Okay, so I've learned so much this week and last week, and I'm continuing to change my diet, continuing to change the way that I eat, the things that I eat, and I find that everything is just flowing so much better since I'm moving towards eating less meat. I find that to me, I feel so much better. So we are waiting for Nariscia, who is supposed to join us here on this live to chat for a short while. All right, so if you are here, let me know in the comments what you have been doing to change your lifestyle. All right, so I'm just trying to contact Nariscia to ensure that she gets on this training tonight. So I'm looking forward to hear what it is she has to say. Nariscia is a local entrepreneur, so she is located in Trinidad and Tobago, and in the Caribbean there are so many things that we can be doing to eat right and eat healthy. So Nariscia is trying to get on. Let me see. Right, so she will be with us shortly. Let's see if she is on, as we can get going. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's see if Nariscia is on. Let's see. All right. So Nariscia is here, and we can get started. All right. So I'm looking as we get this live going. Is going to be our friend tonight. Hello. Hi. I am not hearing you again. Let me see if my volume is up. Right. Can you hear me? I think I'm hearing you now.
Hi, everybody hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, good.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Okay, so I hope Facebook will be our friend tonight as we get going. All right, so just tell us a bit about yourself and what you do in this whole health arena.
Well, hi, everybody. My name is Nariscia Peters. I am a health coach and an organic farmer. I've finally become known as the Kale Lady. Basically, what I do is I help women find a balance on their wellness journey. So in terms of proper nutrition, physical activity, self-love, and stress management. I don't just focus on one area. It's about the holistic you, which is basically what my business is called, Holistically You, where we look at all different aspects of life that would affect your health and try to find that balance outside of just eating properly. Because, everybody would focus on that part and they'd forget everything else. So basically everybody aspires to be better in terms of health, and we're here to help you achieve that and nourish you along the way with our organic food. So that's basically the me in a nutshell. Yeah.
Okay, that is so great because many persons, especially women and women who are entrepreneurs, you don't have much time and you really say, okay, well, this year I'm going to focus on my health and eating better. And that's where we, zone in on and we forget the other parts that
Other.
need nourishing in our lives as well.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
is really, really great what you are doing to help the whole you. So the name of your program and your business is holistic you.
Holistically you.
Holistically you. That's
Yeah.
that's great. So what are some of the areas, okay, other than the food? I know you said that you focus on the woman. What are
Yeah.
some of the areas that you find that your clients are really so happy about when they join your program?
Well, outside of well, most of them, they already know what they need to do, but they
Mm-hmm.
need motivation, that little kick to keep them on the right track. So in terms of like most of the programs that we're running currently, it provides stuff in an easy to work with nutshell, because you get meal plans and shopping lists and you get that support and motivation. But outside of those things, something that a lot of us tend to lack is that self-love. So it's
Yes.
something that I push a lot, self-love and gratitude. Because a lot of times we tend to focus so much on the negative, we don't realize how much good we already have. And we don't realize how much that festers on the inside and it makes us sick. That stress level is always high and we don't even realize it. We're always tense in the shoulders and don't even
Yes.
realize it. Or because we're not getting enough sleep because we're busy on work and then we come home and do our business on the side and all these different things. The woman in itself tends to get pushed behind. We'll still say, okay, I'll try to eat properly, but we wouldn't focus on that part at all. Something simple like a compliment. Hey, you look good
Mm-hmm.
today. And the first thing I'll come out would usually be, this whole thing, I have this in my closet so long. And you're
Yeah.
done it. Instead of saying, thank you very much. I know I look good today. We don't do that. We don't do that at all, because to us, that's kind of
Yeah.
weird to hear people tell us, you look good, you're beautiful. We always go to that negative place of, okay, what you want? Why are you even bothering to tell me these things?
Yeah, that is so true. I started my business back in 2007. And, since then, I could say that I really have neglected myself, having kids. Now I
Yeah,
have 4 kids who are very, very, very demanding. And I could say over that 10-year period, I have really neglected myself and, you know, put myself first because I always think, they deserve this and they need this,
yes,
they need that, they need the other. Or what do I need? So really and truly, this for the past year or two, I have really been trying to, really put myself back first because as we have come to understand, if we are not first, if we are not here, if we are not healthy, if don't feel good about ourselves, how do we expect our families, especially our kids who are so impressionable, to really believe that they can do anything like mommy can do too. So that
Exactly.
is really, really great.
Empty cup, as they say, you know. You know, you want the best for them, you want the best for everybody, and we're willing to give to everybody. But, you know, at some point you have to start setting certain boundaries. And even if it's just one day out of the whole month, one day where you say, this is mine, you know, you go to the movies, you treat yourself, you do a spa day, you go take a course to enrich your brain or your spiritual side, whatever it is, you know, just that one day for yourself. Not the kids, not the husband, not the girlfriend, not anything. You know, you focus just on you for that one day or even a few hours. It doesn't even have to be a whole day, you know?
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So what about the foods? Now, I know you said that you have meal plans. So do you promote like, vegetarian meals? Do you include meat? Do you, leave out milk? How does your food plan work? What do you encourage?
I don't do meal plan, I do meal guides, right? And the reason why I
Okay.
do guides is because each person, their needs would be different, right? In terms
Mm-hmm.
of bio individuality, what would work for you wouldn't necessarily work for me, right? And what
Right.
my body would need in terms of being able to function properly, by leaving out certain foods, somebody else, they won't be able to do that. So it's basically about showing everybody proper portion control. That's a big one. Learning to read labels. That's another big one
Mm-hmm.
because people tell themselves, well, I'm eating healthy. I bought this granola bar and I have this, you know, they tell themselves, right, all these healthy foods and I'm good to go. Not realizing that by the time you add it up, the amount of sodium and just the amount of sugar, for example, and those two things alone in a package might be very, very high. And then on top of that now, we will eat the whole thing. Yeah, we eat the whole bag or whatever it is, telling us, right,
Yeah.
I just had a healthy snack. When in fact that big bag was supposed to have been shared in about four to six portions or so, you know. So that's one. So into portion control. Um, and then we also just teach you how to be able to shop differently, you know. So instead of going to the grocery store and just picking up a whole bunch of packaged stuff, pre-packaged stuff. Now, in a rush, sometimes nothing is wrong with that. You could get the frozen stuff. But instead of the packaged cereals, again, lots of sugar, and the microwave stuff, instead, you know, you'll go to the market. You'll get all the fresh foods, right? And that way you're sure you're getting more wholesome meals, right? And then outside of that now, I do promote a lot of meal prep, especially for busy moms. Um, you have to get up 1 o'clock in the morning, you go hold your work, come back, you see about the kids, and you don't go to bed till all, 11 at night sometimes. So I really do promote the meal prepping a lot. It's like twice for the week. You know, you go to the market, you get all your stuff, you cut it up, wash it, cut it, and all these different things that you'll need to do with it, and then parcel it out. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to cook everything one time. It just means that when you're ready for other things now, it's easy to just grab and go. So like I know when I was Thursday, when you spoke to the other health coach, you know, they were talking about
Wednesday,
things
yes.
Wednesday. And we're talking about things like the
Mhm.
smoothies and whatnot. What I promote, I'll tell everybody, okay, get all your greens, your fruits and stuff together and package them out. So you put everything together in one Ziploc bag and you label it and you put it in the freezer. So every morning is just to take one and go, as opposed to now having to prep that takes up time. Whereas on a weekend, you may have more time to be able to do those things. So you set aside 2 or 3 hours and you do those things so that every day now will be a lot easier. So you wouldn't have to think about it too much, you know. And then, but as the week progresses, you wouldn't have to be buying outside food, as we call it, so often, because you know then it will have all the excess salt, excess sugar, and oil, and all these different things that you're trying to stay away from, you know. So that's basically it in terms of what I usually share with
Well,
now.
that is so great, and I think it's so needed. I have come to,
pre-packaging most times and cooking my own meals that I really feel really upset when I have to buy food outside.
Yeah.
It's really, really expensive and you
It's
don't get
big.
the nutrients that you need,
Exactly.
as opposed if you do it on your own.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Yeah. So it definitely
Okay.
helps that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I know that you are called the kale lady. So let us know how it is you got into that aspect of entrepreneurship.
Well, my background is in environmental science and chemistry. So I've always liked, doing stuff in terms of the earth, right? And when that was in what, 2016 when I became a health coach. I'm in HSE, so I've always been in health and whatnot for many, many years. Over 12 plus years I've been in that field. But the health side is something that I was very passionate about. So I decided to get certification in health coaching, and I did that in 2016. And I didn't just want to be one that speaks about the nutrition and all this different stuff that everybody's doing, which is good, but I wanted to be a little extra, So I combined my love of gardening with the fact that people need to be able to eat real earth food. We have so much fake food on the market, so much food that laced with a lot of chemicals and hormones and all these different things, and all those things are what's making people sick, right? So we decided to start kale, and the reason we went with kale, it is one of the superfoods. You get in calcium, you get in iron, you get in a lot of the different antioxidants, everything in one. So that's just one of the many that we will be offering soon, but it just so happened we started with kale, so now everybody knows me as the kale lady, But yeah.
And what about the process? Yours is organic. How different is organic kale from regular kale?
Regular? What do you mean regular? But
I
I
don't
know
know
what
if
you
the
mean.
word organic means anything different. What does organic mean?
The difference between what other persons may do and what we do is we don't add any harsh chemicals. Everything that we use is bio. So basically, from start to finish, we're able to control the whole process. So literally, the seeds we get from a farm in the US that's organic as well. So from start, we germinate the seeds ourselves. Once they get big, we put them into our hydroponic system that we use, and we monitor the whole process from there. So we don't if we do anything today, we could eat it today. That's basically how good it is. Whereas some farmers, because of the area that they're in and the way it's grown and that kind of thing, they'll have a lot more pests. We don't really get as much pests. Nothing would, hopefully it stays that way. But we don't get a lot of pests. So, they would veer more towards the chemical ones because it's the only way to help them get rid of their pests, right? But in terms of how we do our whole system, everything is bio. Every single thing from start to finish is bio. Now, the term organic is a little loose because to actually get that on a label and stuff like that, you have to go through a whole bunch of testing and approvals and whatnot, but in terms of the process that we use, it's basically organic, yes.
Okay, yes, I know when I use like imported food, so if I go to the market, especially those like a food markets, right? They have the imported stuff and they have the local stuff. Imported stuff is $10 to $20 more, and the local stuff is much cheaper. And what I have also found is that when I buy the imported items, they spoil faster in the refrigerator, and the local stuff, it tends to stand up more. So I know that,
Yeah.
For getting it here and all of that is a lot of chemicals that are pumped into the vegetables themselves.
Right. Yeah. Just from that whole carbon footprint, the fact that they have to do whatever their normal processes for preservation, just for it to go from where it originally started to us. And then when it gets to us now, to put on a shelf for another couple of days. By the time we actually buy it, it's already gone through what, a couple of weeks worth of trying to stay at a certain level. Whereas if you buy local, you know, you're sure you're getting it as it's picked within that day or two. You're sure it's good to eat and it's safe because there's no added preservatives or anything like that in the food. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I think
it tastes a
buying,
lot better too.
yes, and I think buying imported stuff is more like on a vanity side more than anything because, you know, sometimes I would see people taking up all these expensive stuff and I'm saying, you know, if we purchase the local items, we would get more nutrients and, you know, not just to say we have expensive stuff in our refrigerator, in our, you know, in our kitchen, that we should really, you know, buy more local items and really get what we are supposed to get from our food.
Yeah. But I think
Yes.
part of the problem there is that generally speaking, we tend to view everything outside of the country as being of a higher value and a higher quality than what you would get locally. So a lot of people tend to gravitate towards that, you know. So a lot of us farmers now are trying to change that perception. So you'll see a lot more of us doing the different vegetables and stuff and having the farmers markets and stuff throughout the country. So yeah.
That is so great. So how I know your kids are around you and they see, you know, what, you know, how their parents are doing. How do you think, you know, this whole entrepreneur lifestyle has impacted them as kids when they see you, you know, doing these things to earn extra income?
Well, they know I'm always busy. And you know, like doing one of these. Well, they're not here today. They're with their grandmom and they today, so I have the house to myself. But generally, you know, I let them know, okay, I have meetings now, so they know, okay, this is one of the things that you'll be doing at some point, and they know, okay, they know about the kale, so they'll be like, okay, mommy, you sell kale today, and that kind of thing. So they're getting into the habit of knowing, okay, these are also possibilities outside of your normal 9 to 5. You can have this as possibilities as well. You know, there's multiple streams of income as this. So you know, it's just about training them from early to have the right work etiquette. Is that the right? Thank you. That's the word. Yeah, so train them from early to have the right work ethic, so that drive they can now put it towards your schoolwork. Because I mean, that's the only thing they have right now. You know, push them to in terms of getting good grades and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's great. That's great. So what about exercise? Are you consistent where that is concerned in this whole health, you know, topic? How do you think exercise ties into everything, especially for women these days?
It is very important. It's something that I try to promote a lot within my groups and with my clients as well. And it's different for everybody. It doesn't mean that you have to go to the gym for 2 hours or lift weights, or for some it might be something simple as taking a walk. You know, for others it might be you put on a soca CD and you whine for half an hour. Whatever it is that works for you, you know, but it's just a matter of getting your blood pumping. Because and outside of that is also stretching. Stretching helps a lot as well. Because a lot of us don't do that. As we wake up in the morning, the alarm goes off, we jump out of bed and we go. And that's it until time to go back in our bed. You know, so the most amount of exercise we might get is literally all the up and down walking that we do. And that's about it, you know. But simple things like instead of taking the elevator when you're on work, take the stairs. That will add up by itself. Or for those who are fortunate to have jobs where they have gyms, use it. Paying for it already, so and use it. Pack your stuff and use it. Even if it's half an hour during your lunch break, you know. And then for some of the busy moms, this is one of the examples I use a lot. For those who live in Trinidad and they live in South, but they work in Port of Spain. You know you're going to be stuck in traffic for like 2+ hours to come home in the afternoon. Go exercise in Port of Spain, because by the time you finish exercising, traffic is over. You're going to reach home the same time. But at least you use your time wisely. Instead of spending all that time in the traffic, you're frustrated, and then by the time you reach home, you're more tired. You know, or you could pack your stuff, and by the time you reach home, go straight to the savannah, whatever it is, get your little workout in, and then go home. Or you could do like me. I incorporate the kids. So I'll put on a workout and all of us would start working out together. So days when I don't feel like working out, they're like, Mommy, come on, you said we are going to work out today. Come on. I'm like, oh, come on, let's go. You know? You get them in from early so they never see the benefit of actually doing it, you know. But that's some ways to actually get it in generally for anybody who would like to do it, because again, like I said, it doesn't need to one prescription doesn't work for everybody. So it's just a matter of finding what works. Somebody might like rock climbing. I know in C3 they have a rock climbing wall, and another gym, I think they have it as well. Central Athletic in Chagones. They have a rock climbing wall. Like that, you'll get a nice upper body workout, you know? So it's just a matter of finding what works for you and sticking with that until you pick up other things as you go. Yeah.
Yes, I could totally agree. I remember, many, many years of, especially when I started, this online business journey, I did not have much sleep at all. It was late nights, 2 a.m. When you want to get something going, you really have to put in the work. And what the sacrifice that causes is sleep and, not enough time with your kids. So, being healthy, sleep is very important, because if you are sleep deprived, then you really cannot function, or your brain is not being used totally. So, how much sleep do you think we should be getting? I know when I get 7, 8 hours sleep, I am good to go. But most people, especially if you work in South and you work in town and live in South, you get very, very little sleep. So how can we come around that?
Or if you're like me, you live on you live Sapari and you work in Arrow, so it's the other extreme. But
Yeah.
but outside of being able to get 8 hours sleep, which I know for most people that isn't realistic right now, at least it could improve the quality of your sleep, So in terms of things like having a cutoff time in terms of computer and phone and all these different things, and don't have it in your room. So you set up your room as an oasis to literally go to sleep, So things like not having electronics in the room. At a certain point in the afternoon, well, more evening time, you change over the settings. Like on your phone, it has that night mode, so the light isn't as bright. So you're prepping your body and your eyes to know, okay, it's time to go to sleep. Right, and then things like having comfortable a comforter and making sure the room is prepped in terms of like making it cool and the bed sheets are nice and clean and all these different things. Those things also help as well to getting quality sleep. Not going to bed hungry, but then at the same time not going to bed with food right up to here either. So you're not going to overdo on what you eat. So moderation there. Making sure you stay hydrated, but not too much that you'll want to wake up every hour to use the bathroom either. So it's about making sure you have quality sleep in this particular instance, because we're being realistic in the fact that most of us really don't get the time. So have a cutoff for when you do work, and when you're on the computer, and when you're on the phone, and when you're writing up reports and all these different things. Have a cutoff time for that, and then just prep your room, and blissful sleep. So once you tell yourself you're going to actually go to bed, put down the phone, turn off, do your little meditation and whatnot that you do to prep for the night, and go to bed. everything that hasn't been done will still be there tomorrow. So don't even think about it, you know, because we stress so much on all these different things, and what's going to happen, you know, it's still going to be there, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to learn how to get that phone away from me at night. My husband always tells me, yes, I need to have a cutoff time. And what I had started doing was 10 p.m. I make sure that everything is done and I go to bed at 10 p.m. I no longer do the 2 a.m. I try to, get to bed at 10 p.m. and I really don't have problems sleeping because I am so exhausted at the end of the day. From the time I hit that bed, I have no problem. I never had problems going to sleep, but that quality sleep, yes, especially as I'm doing my bachelor's and stuff now, in my dreams, sometimes I think about numbers and statistics and thesis and all these kinds of things, but quality sleep, as you said, is really, 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 we really need to get that as women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and as you're saying that, another thing is stop beating up on ourselves, meaning, just like you said, you're thinking about your thesis and you're thinking about all the other stuff that you need to get done. Okay, you have your list, you prioritize your list. Don't put the little things first. Put the big stuff first, because the little things will get done regardless. Put the big stuff down and just start checking them off one by one, and leave it alone. Once the night comes, you're not going to get it done anyway. You'll do it the next day, and you just go like that, as opposed to having it in your head and your subconscious. Gosh, I didn't do this today, and I know I have this tomorrow, and what about the kids? It makes no sense. That whole excessive amount of worrying and stuff that all of us tend to do, myself included at times,
Yes, we really have to think about, yes, this could get done tomorrow. And, especially with the kids, my kids are pretty young. They are like 3, well, almost 4, 6, 7, and 12, and they are very, very demanding. So, I really try to get them to bed as early as possible, but we know most times that does not happen. But finding the time to get them from school, their homework, and whatever business you have on the side other than your day job, it could really be very, very stressful. So I know some people, they take pills, to release the muscles and the stress and all of that. But just as you said, once we prioritize ourselves and, really write that plan down from the beginning of the week and set realistic goals instead of trying to cram 10 things in one day, it will really, really work better for us.
Yes. And the stretching and meditation would also help as well, because it will help you to practice your breathing and learning to release all the tension in each body part. You focus on certain parts outside of like whatever you may be playing and stuff that you may be listening to. If you focus on each body part and the muscles and stuff, and you just learn to let go and release the tension, just thinking about it. After a while, you'll be more conscious of your body and stuff as it goes. So it will help you to relax a little more. So that's something you can practice as well. Either first thing when you get up in the morning or, before you go to bed at night. So that in itself will help you to be a lot more calm. So that will bring on the sleep a lot faster as well. Yeah.
Right. I have been trying to find that time, that ideal time that will be my wake up time and my exercise time and my me time. I have not found it as yet. I've tried 5 a.m. I've tried 4 a.m. I've tried 3 a.m. because that is the only time I know when, my kids get up, when the day starts. That is out the door. So, the 3 a.m. really did not work for me. I was more stressed. I was very, very tired. And even 5 a.m., to do exercise, that means I have 1 hour before the kids get up. So, we really have to find that time really for ourselves that we can really think about what it is we have to do for the day, what is possible, and really take the time to, meditate and to pray and to, worship and those kinds of things. It is so, so, so important.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is, the time would be different for everybody. Like I tell everybody, I don't have a time. When I get the opportunity, I'll do it because my wake up is at 3, and that's just to get to work, right? But so I can't wake up early to say I'll do exercise and stuff. So I do everything when I get home, you know. But that's why I incorporate the kids in for me. That's why when I get home in the evening, like, all right, let's do half an hour, and we do whatever workouts, and I get them in as well. They have their small light weights, and they're doing the workouts with me as well. So that works for me. But again, some persons, like I mentioned, they could do it on the lunch break for half an hour. They could form a little fitness group on work as well, you know, that would help because you'll have a little extra motivation there. Try incorporate in your whole family so everybody will go out. I know that's what one of my clients does. Her husband and her kids, they go out in the afternoon and they go and they play and stuff, and she gets her workout in that way. And the kids get to play and they're tired of themselves, so by the time they get home, you know, it's easier for them to go to bed. So it's just a matter of play around with it. And then when it starts to work for you, then yeah, just let it be non-negotiable though. This is my workout time, or this is my meditation time, or whatever it might be, you know. But when you incorporate the kids and the family, it becomes a little easier because everybody's in it now and everybody will be there to motivate you as well. Whereas when you're trying to do it by yourself, it's a lot harder because they wouldn't necessarily understand, well, why are you taking this hour off and we're here and we want to spend some time with you, you know. So that way you're still getting to spend time with them and you're getting your wellness stuff in as well, you know. And then they'll learn from an early age as well.
Yes, yes. Wow, Nariscia, it has been so good chatting with you this afternoon. We touched on so many important points that, you know, women really need to think about and incorporate in their daily life. So I just want to thank you for joining in with me this afternoon, and, you know, just let everybody know how they can get in contact with you. What do you have? What programs do you have offering that they could join? Where could they find you online? And, you know, let's just all get connected.
All right. Well, like I said, the business is Holistically You. You could find us on Facebook at, if you do a search, it's going to be Holistically UTT. You'll see my face. On Instagram, it's holistically_you_TT. We're still working on the website, so hopefully that will be up within the next month or two. So you'll be able to find us. Yeah, I'll announce it when it actually gets launched. Outside of that, you can call. It's 758-2465, and you'll get me. The programs that we have. Currently, we have what's called Yummy Mommy program. That's a 90-day program where we run through everything basically that we spoke about. We have we run through all those things with the clients in terms of proper nutrition, physical activity, self-love, and stress management. So you have that program, and I also do one-on-one individual coaching as well. Outside of that, we have the Kale. Kale is $12 for half a bundle, half pound, sorry, which is a bundle.
Okay.
We also offer the option of delivery straight to your door. So for persons in South, it's $10 for the delivery, and for persons in Central, Port of Spain, and the East-West corridor, it's an additional $20 delivery. We're still trying to get our way to Tobago, so once I do, I'll let you know. And then we also have self-love t-shirts. You know, I am beautiful, I am awesome, be bold and confident. And we recently launched the loyalty side of it, which is Queen. And we incorporated the whole family. So you have Queen, King, and then for the little ones, you have Prince and Princess. So it's a family affair there. So that's everything that we have right now from Holistically You. But you can check out the Facebook page, and it has everything on there as well. And you could always message me.
Wow, that is so great. So everyone, just trying to get in contact with Nariscia, check out what she has, and, you know, let's just get our local foods consumed. All right, so I just want to thank everyone for joining in. If you like this live, I want you to share it. All right, share it. Let other persons know, what they can do to make their lives a whole lot healthier. And you could always find me online, Kalisha Mills, online business coach. You could also go to my Facebook group, which is Big Life, Big Business. All right. So thank you all for joining tonight, and look out. I think next Wednesday we have another series coming to you. So thank you all for joining. Have a good night. Thank you again, Nariscia.
Most welcome.
All right. Bye.